Beautiful shiny day, guys. Just came back from the gym. I actually came to work on the bicycle. That was some exercise. 32 minutes of riding. And then just doing some work. And then to the gym because I had some appointment with the coaches and stuff. And now just getting back to my desk. It's a little bit. Let's see how long this stuff goes because it's taking a bit of time. But anyway, so you have this fantasy of living a free life somehow. That if I had time, I would do this. If I were free, I would do this. So these days I'm trying to do that. The stuff that throughout my life I thought if I had time I would do this. If I were free from pressures and stuff like that, from blah blah blah, things that I would do. So I'm doing that stuff now. It includes being free, walking, going to the gym, biking, seeing places. Because throughout your life you have responsibilities, you have it's not like responsibilities, but it's kind of stuff you need to do to stay alive. You need to do a day job to earn money, and you actually in today's world you need money to stay alive. So you're doing that stuff, and that takes a great deal of things out of your life, out of your equation that you could do if you were not free or free. So this is a kind of a relaxation period where I'm free to do stuff that I wanted to do. So I'm doing that stuff these days. But most research jobs, like jobs that require research, they give you the opportunity to be flexible and to do stuff at your own pace. So it gives you plenty of time to hang about, do stuff. I mean, take things at your own pace. So that's what's happening with me right now. Not that I've been a disciplined guy throughout my life, I don't think so. Discipline is not my thing, but ever so often now and then I try to do it. I try to do things the way they should be ideally done, but keep falling back into your routine and lazy stuff. But it's okay. Everyone is figuring out the thing, so not like nothing to be ashamed of, I guess. Some of my fitness conscious friends would think otherwise, but it's okay. But having completed my bachelor's, master's, and PhD in time, I graduated with my PhD when I was 30, so it was interesting. So that kind of puts a line on the number of degrees that it's called a terminal degree because it ends your education experience with regards to degrees. Obviously you can go on the side and do MBAs and other master's degrees and even bachelor's degrees, but it's not actually required by the world anymore. When you've done your PhD, your education official journey, you can say, is over. Now you're free to learn the way people used to learn before this kind of degrees and stuff came along the way. So people used to be curious, they used to question things, they used to learn, look at nature, look at things, they used to learn from nature, and then they used to do experiments to figure out how things were. So after a PhD, you're back to basically the stuff that people should have been doing all along. But it's the way things are. So now you're naturally curious, you want to try new stuff that you've not done before. You think you can do it now because you're free, because now you have time. You think about things with an open mind. So before I was doing stuff on microgrids, and now I'm open to the idea of a power system without not so much microgrids and kind of discoordinated coordination of electric vehicles, of power system components, of energy resources, etc., etc. So I'm experimenting with that stuff in my lab, because once I would be a big advocate for microgrids, but now I'm also experimenting with smart grids outside the domain of microgrids. Personally, I'm experimenting with exercising more, with bicycling more, doing new things. That's what life is all about. Also, when you live in a new country, you experience several cultural shocks. Things are absolutely different from what you experienced before. And now you're also getting older a little bit, so it's not easy for you to adjust to everything. Like when I went to Chinese culture was absolutely different from what we'd experienced before. But we just went a few steps forward and we accommodated and adjusted ourselves into it. But now this culture is different and we're trying to adjust ourselves to it. It takes some time to accept. I do remember going to China, not being able to ingest the food, feeling weird. At least the food here is not like that. And gradually we became accustomed to that food. So now even I look out for Chinese food. I go and search Chinese food and eat it. People change. I'm sitting outside in the sun because the sun is rare here. And if you have a good sun, you best make the most of it. Also, I lost track of what I was saying. So, yeah, trying to experiment with stuff. Look at the flowers. So, not being dependent too much on social media, not looking into your phone all the time, that's also a good thing. I'm experimenting with that as well. I think I want to learn more and more. I want to know more and more. I think that is the basic thing of the human mind, that you're a great guy if you know more. If you understand more, if you're wiser, that is the goal of life. I want to live in different places, so starting with Saudi Arabia, China, Canada. Now I'm in Ireland, absorbing their culture, learning more about them. Let's see how long the stay in Ireland is, because ultimately I wish to go back to Canada. But it's kind of an origin story, you know? The origin story seasons have origin story. So this is like being in Ireland is like an origin story for Canada. The people originally went from here to Canada in the 1700s and colonized that place. So it's like I'm living through the origin season first, and then I'll get back to the episodes for Canada. That's interesting. Life is all about learning. So have a good time, chill out, enjoy your time, be positive, have positive vibes. Bye bye.